Good morning. This morning we read from Psalm 106, a psalm that recounts God's faithfulness even when his people are unfaithful. It begins with praise. The Lord is good, his love endures forever, and he does mighty acts. And blessed are those who act justly, who always do what is right. But that isn't us. Remember me, Lord, when you show favor to your people. Come to your aid. Come to my aid when you save them. We have sinned, even as our ancestors did. So it's a psalm of confession. Here the psalmist said that the Lord blesses those who obey him, but I'm a sinner. I'm someone who needs deliverance. But God's people of old were the same. They also needed deliverance. God was good to them. He delivered them from Egypt, and yet throughout the time in the wilderness they rebelled against him. They turned their backs on him, and yet he continued to lead them through the wilderness into the promised land. And even in the promised land they worshipped idols, they turned their backs on him, but he continued to forgive and to pour out blessings on them and deliver them from their enemies. Many times he delivered them, verse 43, but they were bent on rebellion and they wasted away in their sin. Yet he took note of their distress when he heard their cry. For their sake he remembered his covenant, and out of great love he relented. So he continued to bless them and turn his face towards them and deliver them, even though they sinned time and time and time again. And so now the psalmist is saying, look, we are in a terrible situation. This was probably written in the time of exile, where they've been scattered among the nations. But they were reminding themselves that even though their sin had put them in this position, God in the past had forgiven their sin and restored them. And here is hope for us too, that even though we have at times been unfaithful, God remains faithful. He turns his face towards us and forgives our sin when we call out to him. He remembers his covenant towards us. He remains faithful even when we are unfaithful. The Lord bless you today. Amen.